my mom talking about Jesus. I knew my spirit was dirty, I needed somebody to clean it.
Episode 5, Tuna Talk. We're here, and I'm so excited and so happy to be here. Now, the reason we do tuna is because it's a good source of protein, and also it's a good source of omega-3 fats. So there's two types of fats. You have saturated fat and you have unsaturated fat, and you can go down into mono and poly unsaturated fat. But just for the sake of saying, we want to limit our saturated fat and make sure that we have an abundance of unsaturated fat. Not too much, but a little bit. So tuna, like I said, we do it because it's a good source of protein. It's only 200 calories per can. You can add other things that's going to make it a little bit more. But again, my baby made me some tuna, so we can get rid of this. Boom. Alrighty. So let's see what we got. We got this right here. Looking good, looking good, looking good. All right. Boom. Okay. Okay, it's pretty good. It's pretty good now. I think I'm spoiled by the egg from last time, but it's really good. This one's gonna have a little bit more. It's 2 cans in this one. The last one I want to say only had 1 can, but this one's 2. Oh, pretty good, pretty good. Now I got goldfish with me again. Give me a little crunch. Now the main topic is we're gonna be talking about nutrition labels, how to read them, and how we're gonna break those down. Is we're just going to use some different types of snacks. Now, I'm a big fan of cheese. If you know, you know me. So we're going to break down some cheese snacks. Now, reading a nutrition label is going to be important because it caters to every different person's journey, or your fitness journey, excuse me. If you're trying to lose weight, how much carbs and how much fat and carbs are in it. Not so much without discrediting the protein. So if you've eaten a big breakfast for the day, if you know how to read your nutrition label, you'll be able to find out if you have enough room for an extra 20 grams of fat, or if you don't. Versus like if you had protein, now your protein right there is going to be important too, because if you're trying to gain weight, if you're eating things that are crazy in fat and carbs, but doesn't have good protein, you're not going to gain weight the right way. What did she put in here? So you got 1 tablespoon of mayonnaise, 2 tablespoons of relish. Now, I found out the seasoning part. She seasoned it with Old Bay, paprika, garlic powder, onion powder, salt, seasoning salt, some pepper, and she mixed it all together. And still that splash of mustard was in here as well. So we're still looking at like a good source of protein, but the difference between this one is we have 2 cans of tuna in it. So where I was missing the egg in this one, which I kind of do miss the taste of the egg, I think that helps break up the tuna taste for me. The main topic is reading the nutrition label. So what we're going to do, we're going to take a trip to the whiteboard and learn about nutrition labels. Alrighty, so we're going to be talking nutrition labels one little bite. And we're going to talk about how to read nutrition labels and what it means. So the most important thing, in my opinion, on reading nutrition labels is understanding the serving size. So 2 things are important. You have amount per serving and serving per how many serving sizes per container. So I'm a big fan of cheese. So we're going to use cheese snacks as an example to explain the nutrition label, excuse me. So my favorite snack is always, y'all see me eat goldfish a lot, but we have Cheetos up here, we have goldfish, and we have lesser evil Spaceballs. Now each one of these are cheese snacks, but each one of these have different macros for you, and based on your fitness journey and your fitness goal, you can choose which one is better for you along the way. Now, like I said, the biggest thing to know is the serving size and the amount per container. So let's break both of these down. Now, the serving size is 9 for Cheetos, 6 for goldfish, and 5 for the lesser evil. So 9, 6, 5. All right. Now, the serving size per container for the lesser evil, you have 28. And then for the goldfish, you have 51. And for the Cheetos, you have 21. All right. So let's figure this out before we go any further. Now, if we were to do this all together, the Cheetos, a whole bag of an 8.5 ounce of Cheetos, you're looking at, let's see, Let's double check our math. 21 times 9. You're looking at 189 Cheetos. You get 189 Cheetos in this bag if you were to eat the whole thing. Next thing we have is our goldfish. Goldfish 51 times 6. So we have 306 pieces of goldfish. Now over here, our space balls, we have 40 balls equals 1 serving. So 40 times 5, that's going to be, I already know what that is, 200, but we're going to do it in here. It's going to be 200 space balls. So you get 180 Cheetos, 189 Cheetos, 306 goldfish, and 200 space balls. All right. So now that we know the serving size and the amount per serving, we're going to take this serving size and multiply it by each one of these macros. So that'll let you know how many, if you were to sit and eat the whole thing, how much calories you were eating. And you can also break it down to only eating 2 serving sizes. It's all up to you. So let's do some math real quick. We're going to start with our Cheetos. So our Cheetos, I don't need that anymore. Our Cheetos, we have 160 calories per serving size. So if we take our Cheetos, multiply it times 9, that is 1,440 calories right there. All right. So let's go on down to the fat. There's 10 grams of fat in each serving size of Cheetos. So we know our serving size per container is 9. So we're going to do 9 times 10, which is 90 grams of fat. All right. Now coming on down, we have cholesterol. Now it has 0 milligrams of cholesterol. With snacks like this, they're not going to really affect your cholesterol too much right there. All right, carbs. This has 15 grams of carbs in there. So if we take 15 times 9, let's see. Let's do it real quick. 15 times 9, we have 100. We have 135. I messed up that 3. 135 grams of carbs. I skipped the sodium, my bad. The sodium is 250 milligrams. So if we have 250 times 9, it's 2,250 milligrams, which is very important. If you paid attention to school, then you know that milligrams is a lot smaller than grams. So, and then protein. Now, chips aren't going to have a lot of protein. It has 2 grams of protein per size. So if we ate the whole container, it'd be 18 grams of protein. All right. And that's our Cheetos. So we'll come back and discuss more. We'll put a little pause in there. Now, let's go over to our goldfish. Now, our goldfish is 140 calories per serving. So if we do 140 calories times 6, that's going to give us 840 calories if we ate the whole thing. So, and to eat the whole thing, you got to eat 306 pieces of goldfish. All right, moving on. Now our fat, goldfish has 5 grams of fat right there. So if we do 5 times 6, that equals 30. So we got 30 grams of fat there. Now the cholesterol, it says less than 5 milligrams. So that's going to be it's a very minute amount, but we're going to do the math on it anyway. So if we were to do that, honestly, let's just say it's less than 5. So I'm going to use the 5 those. So 0.05 times 6. Now we're looking at 0.3 milligrams, of cholesterol. All right. Sodium. Now the sodium is 260. 6. So we're looking at 1560. The sodium is 206 milligrams of sodium, and then we're going to multiply it by 6. That's how we got 1,560 milligrams of sodium. All right, now our carbs. Each serving size is 19 grams of carbs. If we did 19 times 6, we're at 114 grams of carbs right there. All right. Last but not least, protein. Now these snacks, like I said, aren't going to have high protein, but we did 4 times. It has 4 grams of protein in it. 4 times 6, we have 24 grams of protein. All right. That's our goldfish. All right. Now let's move on to the lesser evil. The lesser evil. These are space balls. They're little like cheese balls, and you can pop them in your mouth. They're really good. Now this whole container It has 5 serving sizes. Now the calories per serving size is 130. Now if we do 130, we take 130 times 5, that's going to give us 650 calories if we were to eat the whole bag, the whole 5-ounce bag right there. All right, let's keep moving on. So the next thing, the fat, it has literally 1 gram of fat per serving size. So we do 1 times 5, that gives us 5 grams of fat right there. Now the cholesterol is 0. And that's going to be amazing. Now the sodium is 222 milligrams of sodium. So we do that 222 times 5, and that's going to give us 1,100 milligrams of sodium. Milligrams. Keep that in mind. All right. Now the carbs, we have 18 grams of carbs in there. 18 grams of carbs times 5 equals 90. Oh, what's up, bro? 90 grams right there. Oh, you need off 90 grams of carbs for this one, right? For the space balls here. Next thing, protein. It's only 2 grams of protein in there. So if we take the protein, 2 grams of protein times 5 is going to be 10 grams altogether. 10 grams altogether. All right. So now that we broke down the numbers and what they mean on a nutrition label, why is this important? So let's think about this. Now, like I said, everybody's fitness journey is different. So if you have portion control, if you have a portion control issue, I would recommend you eat goldfish because you have to eat 51 pieces to get 1 serving. So, and if you were to eat the whole bag of goldfish, you will still have less calories than a whole bag of Cheetos. And you're more than likely not to eat the whole bag. So if I have a person who has an issue with portion control, we're going to go here. And also it's only $2.64. So really, if you like to save money and want to get better, leave the Cheetos, get the goldfish. Now, if I have a person who has an issue with, they don't really necessarily have a portion control issue. It's just more that they're not getting in their carbs they need for the day and they really like these snacks. I would say to go ahead and get these. If you can spend the $3.46 on the space balls, the lesser evil, they're definitely going to be better for you. 110%. It's not, and if you have a cholesterol issue, it's not going to bother you. If you have Crohn's or if you have high blood pressure, I would recommend this one more because of the fat content. So it's not that one is worse than the other. It's just more so which one is better for you in your journey. And that's where you have to do these calculations yourself because me saying, oh, this is good, but it might not be good for you if you're not getting your carbs in for the day, or it might not be good for you if you can't afford it. So there's no need to put yourself in a position where you can't be successful. Now, over here, I would probably never recommend anybody to eat Cheetos. I would never recommend that. Multiple reasons. Because of the red and yellow dye that's in this one right here. Red and yellow dye is very bad for you. A lot of companies use it to help with the taste and to help as far as just the process of it. Now, I broke this down to show you guys that you don't have to choose a very expensive route and you don't have to settle for just what's in the store. Now, this right here is going to be $2.64. It is a little higher in fat than this one, but it's way less than that. And it definitely help you control yourself because not many people are going to eat more than 51 pieces of goldfish. They're nice. They're easy to pop right there. And that's how you break down a nutrition label. And that's how you do those calculations. All right. Just me. All right, Panthers. I'm from Carolina, so I got to tell y'all, keep pounding. You already know, after we do our tuna, we're going to work out. So we got back today. I got some straps for my wrist. I have traded over to the side of using other equipment to do the exercise. So we're going to see how that goes down with my back. I'm excited. All right. I'm going. Also, I've been taking this, like I said, for a couple of days. Have I seen a big difference in my workout? I would say I feel like I'm building muscle a little bit faster, which is literally what it's supposed to do. But I do eat a lot of protein. So it's only been a week. We'll see if my lifts increase dramatically, like at a pace that I don't like, a pace that I like, Putting it in this bottle like this, it was a headache. Terrible. You got burrito chips. Ooh. What about training under notable advice? Or you think that's too?
I don't hate it.
You don't hate it,
but I also don't think it's necessary.
You don't think it's necessary? Am I
No,
tripping?
like, I think the tuna talk's just cool.
And I finally get the commercial, a handful. You know, like I can't. 51. I'm never gonna. Now I can eat. I can eat about 3 to 4 21 pieces of Cheetos.
Yeah.
But I probably had this bag for I don't know.
It's a great snack, and you can like get your fill and not feel like you did too much.
So I was saying, like, if you have a portion control issue, I think Goldfish
That's the way to go.
is the way to go. Is Catherine here?
Remember the